Welcome back. So, when we last left the party, Morgrim, Dashava, Rogar, Strath, and Ophaline had just defeated Irontooth in his waterfall cavern. While the visage of Kalarel had loomed over them at the end of that battle, there wasn't really much else to go on. So what's the DM to do? How does he get this party back on track? Well, that's when we throw in another plot hook. At the beginning of every Dungeons & Dragons module, there are numerous plot hooks that you can throw out to your players. That way you don't have to come up with one. Our party has been using the Ominous Signs plot hook. But I also threw out the plot hook of the Missing Mentor to Strath, just in case something like this happened. So the party starts asking around town about the missing mentor, Dovin's stall, and they are gently guided to a burial site to the south of town. Upon arriving at the burial site, the party is greeted with a short combat, after which they rescue Dovin's stall. He points them in the direction of Shadowfell Keep as the way that they should start going. Now this situation could have been very sticky. You can't force the players to go along the plot unless you want a lot of resistance. What you should do is give them just enough information that they want to explore on their own. Thus, with Dovin's stall, I gave them enough information to tell them that the danger was at the Shadowfell Keep, without saying you have to go investigate. Although when running a module called Keep on the Shadowfell, the assumption is that the party will eventually get to the keep on the Shadowfell. So just remind them of that and nudge them in that direction. So after a moment or two of preparation, the party heads to Shadowfell Keep. And what do they see? Well, let me tell you. Ahead, the narrow track widens into a clearing. Great piles of shattered stone blocks and scorched timbers dominate the clearing, sprawling out from its center to the edge of the woods. No plants grow among the ruins or within the clearing. The ground is bare dirt, and although the forest has begun to reclaim the path leading here, it has not intruded into the ruins of Shadowfell Keep. Yet, clearly someone has tampered with the ruins. In the center of the debris, stone blocks and timbers have been gathered into a pile. Someone has cleared a path through the rubble and pulled aside the wreckage to reveal a stone staircase. The staircase descends into the darkness. At least that's what it says in the book. You can add whatever you want here to make this a little bit creepier, if that's what you feel like. Now that the party's actually in the dungeon, they have full reign to explore wherever they want. They have a couple of encounters before they encounter Splug. Here's what the book has to say about Splug. Splug is a con artist. His fellow goblins threw him in a cell after he tricked too many goblins out of ale rations. Splug portrays himself as a pathetic, helpless figure who would be forever indebted to adventurers who freed him, but he's also a pathological liar. He begs for freedom, offering to carry the PC's gear and set up their camp, and behaves like a sniveling servant. Splug can provide comic relief, serve as a convenient porter and servant, or be a hidden threat who eventually betrays the party. Whatever you think is best for the story. Actually, I have Splug here in the studio with me right now, so let's take a few moments and talk with him, see what he's actually planning on doing. Hey, Splug!
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Hey, it says in the module that you're a very versatile NPC, so I wanted to know exactly what your plans with this party are.
Oh, you want to know that? Alright, well, I gotta tell you how I met them. I was locked in the jail cell, as you know, and they came up. They slaughtered everyone. They were covered in blood, so, I really wasn't trusting them, especially that blackguard.
His name's Strath.
Yeah, Strath, the blackguard. He looked a little skeevy to me. I didn't like Morgrim. He tended to gravitate toward me. So I looked at them, assessed them, and asked them to kill me if they were going to kill me.
You asked them to kill you?
Yes, of course I did. If adventurers are going to kill a goblin, they're just going to kill a goblin. They're not going to let him live, especially one that's helpless and locked in a cage.
So you asked them to kill you. Alright, so why would you just ask them to kill you?
I didn't want to be strung along. Well, they seemed to see the light and not want to kill me.
Huh, interesting. Alright, so then what happened?
Well, I started talking with them and realized that Dashava's a dick. Oh my goodness, do I hate Dashava. One of these days, Dashava, I will kill you in your sleep.
You know that he listens to this, right?
Ow. Oh, crap.
Thanks, Splug. So Splug leads the party to Balgrin the Fat. Actually, he leads them through a secret passage and helps sweep out the rest of the goblins. Because, well, they locked him up in the cell. He's not going to like him too much and doesn't want to tick off the players. It was a decently epic battle and everyone played their part well. But Rogar really came into his own. He used his dragon's breath along with his defender powers to act as a makeshift controller for the party, fending off wave after wave of minion. After everyone was dead, Kal-El appeared above the entire battlefield, took one look around, and the lights went out.